you ready?
I'm a lady.
And welcome to Idol Days, the show about idol anime. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Star.
And today, we're doing what everyone's talking about. Everyone is here, and we're talking about K-pop Demon Hunters, baby.
It's topical. Let's fucking go.
It is the movie of the summer, of the season. Currently, one of the songs from the anime, the movie, is on the Billboard Top 100 as number 2, which is wild.
Let's go.
Let's go. So I did say also it's a movie. Side note. So there's a lot of people who have watched K-pop Demon Hunters, but for those of you who haven't, it is an animated movie made by Sony. So same people who made, for example, the Spider-Verse movies.
Yes, they also made Spider-Verse.
Yes.
Which means you know that the animation do be slapping.
It do be slapping.
Now, Sarah, I do think we need to talk about an elephant in the room before we get too deep into this.
Mm-hmm.
It's not anime.
It's animated.
If
High School Musical is an anime.
Yes, it is, obviously. But I just straightens my glasses. She twirls my trench coat and fedora at you.
Mm-hmm.
It's not anime.
It's animated.
It's animated, but it's not an anime. And I'll have you find that means it is categorically not suited for this podcast.
Whoa.
Okay, anyway, that persona's gone. Hit him with hammers. Anyway. If you are unironically agreeing with that person, go touch grass so I don't hit you with a hammer in Minecraft.
Whoa.
Whoa, hammers be upon ye. Exactly. I'm glad you get it, Sarah.
Hammers be upon ye.
Hammers.
But yes, if you have been around the Idol Days podcast long enough, you know that for us, we can play pretty loosey-goosey with the definition of idol or with anime. And I mean, hey, if we've been loosey-goosey with idol, we can be loosey-goosey with anime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did do a past episode on High School Musical, and then another episode where we literally made up an anime, like, on the spot. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, we do what we fucking want here, and we want to talk about K-pop Demon Hunters, because one, it's a movie, which means it's real easy to watch for the podcast. I rewatched it this morning as we're recording this.
Let's go.
And also, it's just, like, really good. And, okay, so the smaller elephant in the room is this is K-pop, and most of our stuff is, like, Japanese idol anime. So there are, like, some slight cultural differences, but overall, I think if you like idol anime, you're gonna get what's going on here.
If you like a music show in general.
Yes. If you like music, if you like the whole, like, idols and fan atmosphere and all this other stuff, there's a lot of similarities. You're not going to be lost. I know barely anything about K-pop, and I thoroughly enjoyed this. So
let's go.
The biggest difference I found is that in idol anime, the light sticks are just sticks, but in K-pop, they all have, like, the fancy sticks that are, like, they have the branding of the musicians, and they're very complex and cool looking.
Yes, the fancy sticks.
That's the only difference, I think.
It's also fun. So K-pop tangent. A lot of them,
yes, please.
A lot of modern K-pop concerts nowadays with the custom light sticks. If you buy it and go to that artist's concert, they sync up with, like, the Wi-Fi of the arena, and they change colors to the song.
My dream.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's like I've seen some other, like, non-idol bands do that with, like, wristbands. Mm-hmm. Like, I remember seeing footage from a Coldplay concert that did that, and I was like, oh, my dream.
I've seen different footage from a Coldplay concert.
Eh?
Topical. The guy and his mistress.
Oh, that was. See, I haven't seen the actual thing, but I've seen the memes.
There we go. Anyway, K-pop Demon Hunters.
So K-pop Demon Hunters is exactly what it sounds like. It's a trio of girls, and they hunt demons, but also they're a K-pop trio, and they perform and they fight demons, and it's rad as hell.
And also, like, really appropriate, again, for Idol Days, the show about idol anime, considering gestures at a lot of the other anime we have watched.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, our last episode was on horse anime that was barely idols, and I love Teo, but we were kind of robbed of some more idol anime in that one. Tokai Teo, my baby, I want you to see you sing and dance. And I love she touches my fingertips together. I love she.
Speaking of she,
but it's not about her. I'm gonna play the game after the podcast, after we record. Anyway, we should talk about this movie.
Yes. So speaking of she's, so we will talk about our characters. Let's talk about the three main characters. They are part of a girl K-pop band named Huntrix, all caps with the cool spelling, because it is the trend in K-pop basically to have cool spelling.
Yeah, cool spelling. So it's kind of spelled like if you took the word hunter and you took the cereal Trix and you smooshed them together. That's how you spell it.
But instead of putting the RI in Trix, you make it a little slash, because they slash the demons with their swords, etc.
Etc.
Swords, glaives, etc.
So our main character is Roomie. She has got like this big purple braid. She's got like purple hair, and it's slicked back in like this big, like kind of, I guess like you could call it like a French braid, sort of. And it starts at her hairline. It goes all the way down to her ankles.
Yes, I've seen people trying to make wigs for cosplay of her.
Godspeed, you beautiful nerds. Good heckin' luck.
So another character in Huntrix, so one of her bandmates, I would say that Roomie is main character in general. So the other characters we'll speak about are all secondary. So the next one we'll talk about is Mira. She has pinkish hair. She has a very pointy face, because Western animation, they have very exaggerated face shapes. She is kind of tough. She's known as being like the tough girl, black sheep of her family. She's really good at dancing, and she's just kind of, she's fun. She's like a softie sometimes, but she's also a toughie. A softie and a toughie.
Yeah. And then our third member is Zoe. She's, by contrast, very like kind of, like round and bubbly. She's got like short black hair that she ties into two buns. And she's the lyricist of the group, and she's just very like, yay, yippee, yay kind of personality. She's very cute.
Yes.
Before we move on, best girl.
Best
Hold the
girl.
mic to your face.
From all of them? From the three girls. The best out of the three. I guess I relate to Zoe the most, so I pick her.
I knew you would say that.
And I assume Star, because she is very much like you in general. I assume Roomie.
All right. Well, Roomie.
Yeah, she's a lot like you. That's the vibe I got.
I feel like I'm being called out for being a workaholic.
You might be.
Right now.
You might be.
Right now.
You might be.
I do also enjoy Mira, just because I enjoy that type of character.
Yeah,
but
you do like an angy girl.
I like an angry girl.
Looks at your
touches
comic.
My fingertips together. Don't. It's revealing. Don't look too hard in there. That's my baby. Makeshift plushies go on sale on Monday. August 4th. Makeshift.com/Ariana plushie. I think. I don't know. I'll post it on social media.
Yay. Again, with the always working hustle.
Hey! Hey!
Very Roomie coded.
Hey! Should we talk about some of the other things about Roomie actually while we're talking about her?
Yes. So we will talk about. So Roomie, our main character, has a secret. Dun 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 dun. And her secret is that she is my OC. Purple hair Roomie is half demon.
Sarah.
Look.
Mm-hmm.
I did have OCs when I was in elementary school that were half demon Yu Yu Hakusho twin
Sarah.
OCs.
Did they have big purple hair?
No, but they had wolf ears.
Oh, Sarah. Sarah, why have you been posting horse girl Yuri on Blue Sky when you could be posting about your half demon wolf OCs from elementary school. I wish to see them
from Yu Yu Hakushow. Yes.
Yes.
Just
Post
like
them on the internet
just like
for me to see.
my half demon twin OCs, Roomie is also dun 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 half demon.
Yes, and this is a secret to the other girls in the group. So we have to go into a little bit of the backstory here, is that this is like literally the first 5 minutes of the movie they take to explain this, is that in a kind of parallel dimension to our own, there is like the demon world. And it's often shown as being like a layer underneath the human world. And every generation there is a group of musicians, like 3 girl musicians, and they are responsible for keeping up this barrier called the Honmoon. And the Honmoon is basically like, it's visually displayed as like a series of lines, like glowing magic lines that kind of go across the world. And basically the Honmoon is like a protection. It keeps demons out. And the Honmoon is made from like the connection and the happiness between like the performers and their fans, essentially. And it's a big part of the story of the movie.
Yes.
And so the 3, like, there's a trio of musicians every generation that sing and dance to keep up the Honmoon, and they're also demon hunters. And so our girls are this generation's demon hunters. Roomie's mom was from the generation before her, and we don't figure out a whole lot about this, but her mom was a demon hunter, but her dad was a demon. Uh-oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
And so Roomie's mom passed away when she was very young. We don't know anything about the dad except he was a demon. And she was raised by another member of her mom's group. And the other member of her mom's group is like, knows that she's half demon and is like, you have to keep this a secret. You cannot tell anyone, especially not the other girls. But once you and the other girls can make like the permanent gold Honmoon, then your demon side will be under wraps forever. So there's no need for them to know about it because we're going to fix it.
Yep. And Roomie is so normal about that.
No drama in the movie at all.
This is sarcasm,
Not
everyone.
even a little bit. Not even a little bit.
And speaking of, so the Honmoon is protecting everyone and everyone else from, as you guessed it, demons. So there is a demon realm. The Honmoon is kind of the only barrier between the human realm and the demon realm. And what the demons want is they want complete control over the humans. They have this leader guy who's animated really cool. It's like you don't actually see a physical body. It's just like this flame that talks in this like deep, scary voice. Very cool.
He's got big like fire teeth.
Yeah,
He's
big
got
fire teeth.
His name is Gima.
Gima.
Or Guima. They pronounce it like slightly differently in the movie, and I was never sure. Like, I'm not sure how to spell it. If it's like Gima or Guima, they kind of flip flop a little bit. I think a big part of that is me just not knowing how to pronounce things in Korean.
Sure. And also there are, I guess we can also mention, it is voiced in English. So the original voice acting was done in English. Every singing character has 2 voices. They have their speaking voice actor and they have their singing voice actor. All the speaking voice actors speak fluent English. Most of them are at least Korean heritage, but not all of them are Korean nationality. So there might be some variation depending on if Korean is a first, second, or non-language for a lot of the speaking roles.
Gotcha. Because I didn't look too deeply into this, but I did hear, I guess the singing voices were done by like some like very well-known K-pop artists.
So some of them were done by, I would say they were done by people who write for K-pop artists or trained for K-pop artists. There was a cover of, I think in the credits, the credit song was done by famous K-pop artists though, but not the singing.
Yeah, because like the group Twice
yes.
Is a fairly well-known girl group, and I believe they sang the song in the credits. But I remember hearing somewhere that they were also like voiced by 3 of the members. I'm gonna look this up. Real quick. I should have done this before we started recording.
No worries. Here's some background. Sarah's K-pop knowledge.
Yes.
I used to listen to a lot of K-pop in college, but you also have to realize, all of you young people at home, that college was 10 years ago plus. So some of those groups still do stuff, but most of them don't anymore. I mean, some of them do. Like, Blackpink's still around. Red Velvet still does stuff. There's still some people who do stuff. I think Girls' Generation is touring again.
What? Really? Those
yeah.
They're like the only ones I know.
G. Yep.
G, baby. I just remember for a long time, whenever I told anybody that Girls' Generation was the only K-pop I knew, they would make this face at me.
Oh, no.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Girls' Generation is good. I like Girls' Generation.
I mean, they're good, but like whenever I would tell people that, they're like, oh, yeah, because they kind of haven't done anything in a really long time.
No, they haven't.
Rip. But that's cool hearing that they're doing stuff again.
And like there's some K-pop artists I listened to back then that I'm like, they're still doing stuff. Like I had a friend who came to visit me because she was going to an IU concert, and I'm like, IU still makes music? I only knew about her when she was like in high school. Crazy. Anyways, so I don't have a lot of modern K-pop knowledge. I respect and fear K-pop stans, as we all should.
Yes, absolutely.
So, Star, did you find out about the voices?
I am looking.
All good.
Okay, I guess they're not... I guess wherever I read that was wrong. Yeah, the person who voiced Roomie did some songwriting for some very well-known K-pop groups, but was not in them. She's known for her work with Red Velvet, Twice, and a couple others.
So she has the credentials, even if she hasn't done the stage
Yeah.
Which makes sense because
wait, Sungwon Cho was one of the Saja boys?
I think so, yeah.
He was the abs one? I didn't know that. Probably because he only had like 3 lines. But oh my god. I didn't know that. Yeah. I'm learning so much on Wikipedia today. Anyway, I'm paying attention now. Sorry.
Yes. So I only remember where our conversation was starting.
You were talking about K-pop, but I do remember we are about like 18 minutes in now, and I remember that you did say we should make a concerted effort to not talk longer than the movie is.
You're right. We should try.
So we should get into it.
So let's get into it. So we have our main girls, and their job again is to not only keep the Honmoon working and alive and protecting their fans and the people, but ideally turning it gold so that way you don't have to worry about it ever again.
And gold is like the ultimate that like all of these groups before them have aspired to, and ideally these 3 are going to be the ones that finally make it happen. And so that is their gold, is to turn the Honmoon gold. It's usually shown as like kind of a light blue.
Yes.
And then the demon color is like kind of like a red, but the gold is what they're aiming for.
Yes. And you see at the very beginning they're doing great. They kill some demons while singing, and it's like their first, and they jump into their first concert.
So good.
And you're like, wow, their singing is good, their concert's good, their demon killing is good.
That first song fucking slaps though.
I think all the songs slap, to be honest.
Oh, they do. Absolutely, yeah, but that's the one I keep hearing, and honestly, I need to download that song. Song, because I have some others on my playlist, but it's a heckin' jam. Okay, I'm about to show the absolute shallowness of my how shallow my pool of knowledge is on K-pop, but I'm gonna follow it up with a request for people who know more to educate me. So this is me showing my ass so that you guys can help me like find some more stuff related to this. When I first heard this very first song in the movie, my first thought was just the instrumentality and like kind of the rhythm and the flow of it. It reminded me a little bit of the like KDA like fake K-pop for League of Legends that they did. And like, I don't know shit about League of Legends, but I love those songs. And I also like this. It kind of like it's a little similar. And I'm just like, I've listened to some K-pop, but the real people K-pop I've heard doesn't sound like this. But I would love to find more that does sound like this. So if you know more K-pop that sounds like this first song specifically, I would like to hear more examples. Put them in our Discord, please. Put them in our Discord.
And again, I know K-pop up to circa 2015, so I bet you'd like Blackpink Star, genuinely.
Yeah, I guess my thing is just like, I feel like K-pop, getting into K-pop has a certain expectation of, there's a lot you have to know, I feel like, and I'm a casual fan at best. I know like a couple of songs. I know like, I think like I know like 2 or 3 Red Velvet songs,
Yeah.
but I know nothing about the group. I just hear them at anime conventions and I'm like, oh, that slaps. Let me Spotify that.
Let's go.
And that's it. That's the extent of my knowledge.
But you see, in K-pop Demon Hunters World, segue back to the movie.
Yeah, there we go.
Everybody knows Huntrix because Huntrix has been top of the charts. They have been winning the big international idol awards apparently every year for the last 6 years. And apparently they are on the cusp of turning the Honmoon gold. And the girls are like, hell yeah, this is so good. We just finished our world tour. The Honmoon is almost gold. Let's take a vacation.
Except they don't take a vacation because Roomie is a workaholic and I'm feeling very called out. And so they're like, hey, we are so close to turning the Honmoon gold and then we'll never have to worry about it again. Let's release our new single right now and keep the hype going.
And their new single, it's called Golden, and it is the one that is actively number 2 in the Billboard Top 100.
And it is actively a jam.
It's so good.
It's so heckin' good. So they release the new song. It goes crazy viral. Everybody loves it. And they're going to like do a live performance on like a live TV show type thing. They're doing warm-ups for the performance, and Roomie suddenly can't hit the high notes.
Dun dun dun.
And they're going on in like 10 minutes, and she's like, shit. I'm gonna go to my dressing room real quick. She goes and okay, so we need to explain the patterns.
Yes.
We didn't do that. So demons have like these kind of purpley reddish like kind of stripes on they're a little bit like tiger stripes, but it's somewhere between tiger and lightning.
Yes.
Just kind of like these patterns on like their arms and their faces and stuff. And that's how you can tell that someone is a demon, because they'll have these patterns. Even if they're disguised as a human, usually the bad guys in the movie kind of they cover it with makeup. I don't know.
I think it's implied that the Huntrix girls can see the stripes, but no one else can. Right?
Maybe.
Yeah, I think it's like that, because even when they're acting up later on in the movie, no one else really points it out. So I think it's just the Huntrix girls, because the
True.
demon hunting powers.
Fair enough. But yeah, where was I? Oh yeah,
Roomie.
So Roomie has the patterns on her arms, and so she always wears long sleeves. And so you would see like a flashback of when she was a kid, and she's talking with like her foster mom, and the foster mom is like, you have to keep your patterns covered up. And when she was a kid, it was just like one little spot like on one of her arms. And so she just always had to wear shirts with sleeves. But as she's gotten older, they've kind of extended down her arms, and so now she has to wear long sleeves all the time. She goes into her dressing room right before their big performance, and she sees it's like crept up to her neck, and it's now like affecting her voice in some way.
Yes.
And she's like, oh shit. And she has a little moment, because she's like, damn it, we're so close to this not being a problem anymore, and now like I can't sing anymore. Shit.
So basically she just tells her bandmates that I am having problems with my voice, and they're like, well, okay, we'll take you to get some traditional medicine and maybe it'll fix you.
And
Which
the doctor's interesting.
The doctor is a little silly. He reads them very well, and then
Reads them for filth.
And then you find out that he is a fan, and also outside the doctor's office, there are a bunch of boys. And
a bunch of beautiful boys.
Beautiful boys.
Oh my God.
And they are a K-pop band too. Dun, dun, dun.
Shit! Now, we do need to rewind, because we were introduced to these guys earlier on in the movie,
Yes, we
technically.
Technically.
because after the opening concert where a bunch of demons had their plans to kill the Huntrix girls thwarted because they're too badass, we go down to hell? Demon world?
The
Question
demon
mark?
world.
And we see Gima, this like giant flame guy, and he's like, I want souls. Why do you all suck? And there's this one demon named Genu, and he's like, I have a proposal. What if I make a boy band of demons, and then we steal the hearts of the fans, and then there's less fans for the Huntrix girls, and then they can't make the gold honeymoon because the fans will all be obsessed with us, and then we beat them because we're too hot.
Yeah.
And Gima's like, that doesn't sound like it'll work, but okay.
And
so
a flashback to the present. It works because they're beautiful K-pop boys.
Beautiful K-pop boys.
They sing a summer bop, the soda pop song. You're my soda pop.
Can I be honest though? This is like, I know people keep talking about how catchy it is. It's catchy. It's not my favorite.
It's not the best song in the show, but it is catchy.
It's not. It is catchy.
It's catchy.
But yeah, it's funny because like so the girls like, you know, run into these boys and they don't realize they're demons until like partway through the performance that they're putting on. And like Roomie and Zoe are just like, oh no, they're hot. There's a lot of visual gags of them just being like, just like, you know, kind of horny on main, little bit, and just being like, oh my god, abs. And there's, it's kind of funny though, because like, okay, 4 out of 5 of the Saja boys don't really have much of a personality.
No.
We're lucky if we get 2 lines of dialogue out of each of them. But they're very funny.
They are.
Because they're just like, so I love to think about the brainstorming process behind Genu being like, hey, I need 4 other demons to be hot boys, like to dress up like hot K-pop boys with me, and you need to come up with your K-pop persona that you're going to be disguised as while we're performing. And I'm just like, I don't write fanfic and I don't read fanfic, but I need someone to make a fanfic that's just like a weird, stupid boys sleepover of all of them trying to come up with their K-pop persona. And the one whose name is Abby, whose personality traits is muscles.
Is abs.
He's just like, I just want to be abs.
I just want to be abs, actually.
He signs his signature by doing like a rubbing of like his ab impression onto a piece of paper.
He's like, I'll do it as long as I don't have to wear a shirt most of the time.
Yeah, and it's just like he's wearing a shirt, and while they're dramatically walking in slow motion past the Huntrix girls, the buttons of his shirt just pop off because his abs are too powerful. And it's like, my god. This guy's just like, what if I went really hard into one thing?
Yes, abs.
Abs.
Which honestly, I do want to say, as far as storytelling goes, I think this is a good way to have a lot of characters in your show / especially movie without having to take away screen time from other main characters. Like he still gets like, this is his gimmick, but it's also not like, and we're going to tell about his whole backstory and forget about him. You know, it's nice.
Yeah, it's like, we don't need their whole backstories.
No.
All you need to know is abs.
Abs.
And there's one of them where it's like, all you need to know is that he's mysterious and his hair covers his eyes and he has blue hair and he's moody and it's a mystery. Whoa. And that is his name. And I love that like all of their names are just like, there's one whose name is like Romance.
Yes.
And he just looks like a very pretty like K-pop boy with like red hair, like reddish pink hair. And there's another one that's like, his name is Baby.
Like Baby Spice. They're like the Spice Girls.
Oh my god, you're so right though.
Yep. They're just like the Spice Girls. Maybe 2 of them are named Mel and we don't even know.
Wow. Amazing. Yeah, it's like there's the 4 of them that are all like just named after kind of what their gimmick is, and then there's Genu, and he's like, I'm the only one who's taking this seriously, but whatever.
And it's okay because he's the only one that you really need to know.
Exactly.
So they don't. So Huntrix, they do not kill the Saja boys on the spot because all their fans are there and they don't want to make a scene. But they're like, we're gonna keep our eyes on you. You're not harming our fans. The fans like you, but we're keeping our eye out. And
we're gonna kill you in private so that no one has to see.
Then there's a series of scenes where basically the Saja boys just keep stepping on Huntrix's toes. So Huntrix tries to do something, Saja boys are there. Huntrix tries to sabotage the Saja boys. The Saja boys call out Huntrix and be like, oh, hey, you're here, right? So over time, the fans start being like, Huntrix and Saja boys are best friends. Also, we ship the characters together. And all the characters are like, no, there's no way, they're demons.
It's like, no, don't ship us with the bad guys.
And Sarah's
Their
like,
only personality is abs.
abs. So while this is happening, Roomie is still having trouble singing.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but there is one point where the Huntrix girls and the demon boys actually do like manage to kind of like corner each other, and they do get in an actual tussle. The demon boys manage to get away because they're like, hey, fight all these other demons instead of us. Yeehaw! And then they abscond. But during the scuffle, Genu, the main demon boy, kind of rips Roomie's sleeve and sees that she has the demon patterns.
Dun dun dun.
And he's like, what the heck? And so really quickly, he like ties a little scarf around her arm so that her bandmates don't see. And then he runs away. And then Roomie has to be like, oh, okay, fuck it. I have to go help the other girls or else they're going to get overwhelmed. But now Gina knows that she's part demon.
Dun 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 dun. And so after that, they start meeting each other in secret. So at first, it's just like, Genu's like, hey, here's my cool animal companions that you're looking at. There's a tiny hat. I do want to mention there's a bird with a tiny hat, which is very important.
We need to take a moment to talk about these two. Because, okay, see, here's the thing, is the movie would have been fine without the addition of the two animal companions. But they're so good.
They're really good.
They were not necessary for the plot.
They do nothing.
They do nothing, but they're so funny.
Yes. So I mentioned there's a bird with like a tiny hat, like a very like old timey like Chonsolmera Korean hat, and he has spooky eyes.
It's a bit like a top hat, but it's a little tapered at the top.
And the other animal companion star.
He's a big derpy tiger with cross eyes.
He has like extra arms, I think, too.
Oh, I didn't notice. But yeah, so guy. The idea behind at least the tiger, I know, is that there's like old traditional like Korean art of draw a tiger from people's explanations of what a tiger sounds like, and they have like the big goofy fangs and their eyes kind of go in different directions. If you've seen art of these tigers, probably.
Yes.
But it's like, what if we make a movie animal sidekick based on specifically this art of tigers? And he's so dumb. He's so dumb and stupid, and his eyes go in two different directions, and I want to plushie of him.
Yeah. I mean, that's why. It's for the merchandising opportunities.
But have they released plushies of him?
Maybe. I don't know.
I have not seen them.
Give us a plushie.
If they did it for the merchandising, then where's the merchandise? I'm banging my credit card on the table.
You have Ariana plushie riding a giant silly-looking tiger plushie.
Yeah, give me the tiger. Wow. He's blue and I love him, and he's stupid. And he adds nothing to the movie, but he's so charming and cute. He's a tiger.
Yes, but it does actually do the thing where it's like, well, Genu's a demon, but he has two cute animal friends and he seems nice, so he must be a good guy.
They're his save the cat moment.
Yeah, I think so.
Save the cat. AKA befriend the silly tiger. The silly tiger.
So basically, Genu and Roomie, they meet up in secret, and Genu's like, how are you a demon who's not under the control of our demon lord, and also how are you a demon hunter? Like, what the hell's going on?
And Rumie's like, you don't know me, bitch.
Except like then Jinyu shares his tragic backstory, and then Rumie's like, I'll share my tragic backstory, and they start becoming friends. At least they start trusting each other.
There's a handful of scenes with the two of them, and her conversations with Jinyu basically turn into Rumie kind of getting these. She starts being more sympathetic towards the demons that they're actively fighting, and the other girls do start to notice, and it causes a little bit of a rift.
The other important thing with the conversations with Jinyu is he mentions that the control that the demons demons only feel things, and they are controlled by their shame. So they can't do work on their own because all they think about is the shame that they experienced in their lives. So
yeah,
shame.
And basically Gima controls them by taking advantage of the shame that they feel. And we find out, I'll go ahead and say what his tragic backstory is. Gino's tragic backstory is that he was very, very poor, and he came from a very, very poor family. But he eventually, like, kind of sold his soul to Gima to get out of being super poor. And then he eventually became, like, this famous musician, and he was, like, dining with kings all the time. And he originally tells Rumie that he took his whole family, and they all were, like, you know, famous and well off together. But in actuality, he just did that to save himself.
Yes.
And he left his family behind. And he feels a whole lot of shame for that. And his motivation in doing the whole K-pop boy band thing is that he's like, if my plan succeeds, Gima, I want you to get rid of these memories so I stop feeling guilty about it.
Yes.
Which does make me wonder. See, I can't really call it a problem because I do think that the movie was well executed. But I want more of the, like, world building. I want to know more about, like, this universe. And they didn't really have time to go into it because the movie's, like, an hour and 40 minutes. Yeah. It's like, you know, if it was a 2-hour movie, maybe they would have had time to go into that. I've seen a lot of people being like, so when are we getting a sequel? This one's performing so well, they got to give us a sequel, right? Because, like, does that imply that all demons were humans at one point and they just...
Maybe.
Gave in to their, like, selfish urges, and then Gima was able to control them, and then they went demons? Because, okay, some demons look very obviously non-human demonic entities. Jinyu, even when he is kind of in his demon form, he still looks like a guy.
He does.
But there are other demons that look like very cartoonishly demon-esque. And so it's like, does Jinyu is he just very attached to his pretty face and he does have a human form or a demon form that we never see? Are all demons originally humans that just fucked up and are now under Gima's control?
Or maybe it's just those who contract with Gima in general. Yeah, like there's demons, but Gima became a prime demon because of all the humans.
He, like, sell your soul to him,
maybe,
like, you become a demon. Like, obviously that's a thing, but is that the case for everybody? Are some demons just born demons? What does a baby have to be guilty about? So,
I mean, Mira was born with demonness. You're not Mira, Roomie. Yeah.
Roomie, yeah. Roomie's, like, kind of a weird special case, though.
That's true.
Because we do find out in the movie that Gima actually has, like, no control over Roomie.
That's true. Yes.
Because she is, like, she's half human as well.
Yes.
And so I'm just like, I want answers to these world building questions, but we didn't go into it in the movie. And I'm like, but I want to know though. I want to know though. So I guess it's just fan theory fodder now. But I'm like, but I want to know though. It's interesting.
So while Roomie and Jinyu are developing their friendship, meanwhile, the other Huntrix girls are like, we have to take down the Saja boys. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to write an epic diss track and we're going to sing it at the Idol Music Awards.
because if it's a good idol anime, they're gonna have some kind of big concert, award show, something or other that they're leading up to for the entire thing.
There always
is. And I was just so happy when I saw it. It's like, yes, trope representation.
Put that on our bingo card.
Yep. And it's implied that at the Idol Awards, that's when they're going to try and hit the that's when they're going to try and get the gold Hanmoon.
Mm-hmm.
And so they were like, if we debut a new song at the Idol Awards, and it's a diss track trying to like bring down the Saja boys, then it's two birds with one stone.
Yes.
And so they're working on the song and they're trying to write the lyrics for it. But Roomie keeps like changing the lyrics because the original lyrics are like, demons with no feelings don't deserve to live. And Roomie's like, but that also applies to me too.
Yeah.
And also like Gino doesn't seem, he's just a guilty guy who sold his soul, but he's not like so bad he's beyond redemption.
Yeah.
And so basically like Roomie's starting to feel real guilty, but she can't explain it to the other girls because they wouldn't understand.
Mm-hmm.
And her foster mother said, she's like, you have to hide your demon side away. You can't tell the girls. They wouldn't understand.
Mm-hmm.
And all this other stuff. And it's like, oh, she's so torn up inside. And the other girls are starting to notice like, hey, why aren't you into this? Why are you holding back?
Yes.
And she's like, I'm not holding anything back. What are you talking about? And inside she's like, I can't tell them. They wouldn't understand. I want to tell them so bad, but I don't know what happened. And we're so close to fixing the Hanmoon forever. Ah!
But Ginu is like, I understand. I totally get it. I support you. You're going to be fine with the Hanmoon. And then Rumi's like, hey, during the Idol Awards, can you guys like, I don't know, take out the rest of the Saja boys and not win, and that way we close the Hanmoon and you'll be on the human side, so you won't be in demon world forever, and we'll be happy, and no one has to know.
Because that's another thing that she like proposes to him. She's like, hey, I know you want to get out from under Gima's control. If we finish making the eternal like golden Hanmoon, and you're on this side when the barrier goes up, that should cut off your connection to Gima, and then you don't have to do what he's telling you to do anymore. Mm-hmm. And so he agrees to that, and then it's like seconds later, he gets dragged back to the demon world, and Gima's like, hey, not only is that not gonna work, if you go against me, I'm just gonna take all those memories of your fucked up family situation that you want to forget, and I'm gonna make them ping pong around in your head even fucking louder.
Yeah.
So don't fucking mess with me. I'm Gima. I'm a big fire monster, and I'm gonna fuck your shit up.
But while that's happening, Rumi's like, someone understands me. Saja boys are gonna drop out. Everything will be okay. She talks to her girls, and her girls agree with her. They're like, okay, yeah, we'll just do golden if it makes you feel better. We'll close the Hanmoon. And Rumi's all like, I can sing again because someone believes me, and we're doing golden, and I don't have to stress about this takedown rap. And so she's going into the Idol Awards feeling happy.
Mm-hmm. She's feeling very good. And so they go on stage and they're performing golden, and there's one part that's like they're all on stage at the beginning, and then there's one part where it's just Roomie kind of on stage, just like busting it down. The other
yeah,
there's it's cool. She's like on a swing over the audience, and it looks so dangerous but so sick. And I'm like, oh, I want to do that. That looks so awesome.
Yeah.
And the other two girls kind of like exit stage for a moment to get like a water break, and they see their manager. His name is Bobby. He's come up a couple of times. He's a very minor character. He's just there to hype them up usually. But they see him getting dragged away by demons. And so they chase after these demons who are kidnapping their manager, only to find out that the manager was also a demon in disguise, and they were just a distraction to get the other two girls off the stage.
Dun, dun, dun. And then meanwhile on stage, the music switches to the diss track. Dun, dun, dun,
it's the diss track. And so two demons disguised as the other two girls, Mira and Zoe, basically just like they start doing the choreography, but the two other girls are like lit different, so you can tell there's something fucky going on. It's a very cool scene if you pay attention to like the subtle details. And they basically just like attack Roomie on stage and like rip her sleeves off and show like her patterns. Yep. And the other two girls, like the real ones, see it on the stage monitor, and they're like, what?
Yeah. So
And it's like, oh,
Roomie
the
goes
secret's
backstage
out.
and is like, oh, it's good. You guys aren't actually attacking me. I'm so sorry I never told you. I can
And the
fix
other two
this.
girls are like, why didn't you ever tell us this?
Yeah.
What the fuck? They're very upset.
Yes.
And rightfully so, honestly.
Yes. So Huntrix splits up basically for now.
Yep.
And
so
with Huntrix splitting up, now the Saja boys are #1 on the charts, and that means
Arnar.
and that means the honeymoon is almost destroyed forever. Bum 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 bum.
Uh-oh. So basically the honeymoon just like fucking basically just completely dissolves. Demons are coming in right and left. Gima's in everybody's head being like, oh, you're not good enough, but I can make you better. Come to the Saja Boys concert on the other side of town.
Really great, actually. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, and so the Saja Boys, there's like their stuff is play. It's almost like post-apocalyptic. They're like all of their stuff is playing, and they're being like very pretty boy propaganda. They're being like, "We need you. Come to our concert on the shady side of town." And so basically, like everybody in the city walks zombie-like. Well, not zombie-like, but they're just like they're very much like compelled to go to this other concert.
Which, like, that must be a big arena.
Yeah, right? Or a small city.
Right?
Or both.
Or both.
But anyway, so they bring everybody over to this concert. The other two Huntrix girls are also there. And, like, it's so sad because, like, Mira's basically already given up. She's just like, it's hopeless. Like, she didn't trust us. The group is over, whatever. But so he's, like, still trying to hold things together. And she's just like, I don't know what to... And I'm like, girl, same.
Yeah. While all this is going on, Roomie goes to her adoptive mother and is like, Huntrix is dissolved, the whole moon's over, everything's broken.
Yeah, and like at this point her patterns have spread up to her face, so they're like very visible. One of her eyes has turned like a demonic yellow.
She has homophobia.
Oh no, she has homophobia in her eyes. I really hope our listeners get that joke.
This is a joke, everyone. Please understand.
It's very common for people online to mistake the word heterochromia, where your eyes have two different colors, with homophobia.
It's a really funny thing to me.
And so if you Google homophobia eyes, you'll get you'll get a lot of screenshots of people tweeting. It's like, wow, I met a cat with homophobia in its eyes. And so now Roomie has homophobia.
Roomie has beautiful homophobic eyes.
She has beautiful homophobic eyes.
And Roomie's adoptive mother is like, don't worry, we can fix this. I can figure out a way to fix this. And Roomie's like, I don't need fixing. I'm half demon, and that's just who I am, and I should have accepted it long ago, because this shame is what's making everything bad.
There's a line that's like, why couldn't you love all of me? And I'm just like,
oof.
You ever hear a sentence that fucking knocks the wind out of you?
Oof.
But yeah, so she's basically saying, he's like, if this is what it takes to keep the Han Moon alive, then I am happy to see it destroyed. And that's then like the last little bits of the Han Moon like dissolve. The entire like world is like red. And it's shown that like demons can teleport. And now at this point, Roomie has given over her like demon side enough that she also teleports out of this scene. And so that's how
just
you know
like
it's bad.
the Love Live girls.
Uh-oh. Roomie, no. Uh-oh. She's getting raptured. No, that's not till later.
Or the Love Live girls are demons. We'll come back to that, though.
No, we won't. We'll forget.
We will. Anyways, she goes to the concert. You see another Saja Boy song. This is another one that's been charting, which is the I'll Be Your Idol. It's really fun. I think
this song has been saved to the niche ass tweets for only me and like 3 other people who both listen to this podcast and also follow all my original stuff. I maybe immediately saved this song to the playlist for one of my upcoming novels because it works so fucking well for the antagonist. And there's like one line near the end where it's just, hey Sarah, did I tell you that I'm kind of repurposing a lot of our old D&D stuff for novel world building?
How lovely.
And so the same villain for that, basically.
Victor.
And there's a line in your idol where it's like, I can't remember how it starts, but it's like, I'll make you all a part of me. And I'm just like,
yes, good.
Tee.
Tee.
Sarah knows more about what that means.
I do. And you all will whenever Star's done writing.
My lenticular villain. Tee.
Tee.
Tee. Anyway, tweets for another time.
So everyone's in this idol daze. They're watching the Saja boys sing Your Idol. It's a very good song. I think this is probably...
It do kind of slap.
I think this is a Saja boy song that has gotten the most plays in general anyways, like on Spotify
probably.
And Apple Play.
I mean, there's only 2.
Yeah.
And the other one is Soda Pop, and they're very different songs.
They're so different.
But Your Idol fucking rules.
But then we get the climax of the show because Roomie walks in. And she's not taking any she's ready. She's not taking any prisoners. She's gonna defeat these demons, and she's gonna do it her way.
Yeah, she basically she comes in and Gima's like, yeah, your precious Hanmoon is dead, and so she's like, yeah, it is, but that means we can make a new one.
Dun-dun.
And she starts singing like her little solo song. And it's called This Is What It Sounds Like, and not only is it a fucking banger, the lyrics made me cry so hard the first time I heard it, because it's just like, it's very relevant to the plot. It's like nothing but the truth. Mm-hmm. And she's like, I hid this part of me, da-da-da-da-da. I can't remember exactly, but there's like one bit when the other 2 girls start joining in, and it's like, oh god, I'm trying to remember how it is, but it's like, we broke into a million pieces and we can't look back, but now we're seeing all the beauty in the broken glass. And I'm just like,
yeah. So good.
Sobbing into my pillow.
Yes. And it was also fun because just some background too, because I looked a little bit about the songwriting. So the songs, a lot of them were written in a collaboration between like K-pop songwriters and also writers who write scores for films and musicals, which is fun because you get all of those like leitmotifs coming in, right?
Yeah,
from all the other songs.
There were a lot of like leitmotifs in the scoring for this movie, and it was sick.
Yes. So it's a very big, swelling, like, hero song, and you're like, hell yeah, Roomie.
So good. It's so good. And so, yeah, the other 2 girls are in the audience, and they see her doing this, and they're swayed back to her side, and they're like, yeah, that is still our girl.
Yes.
It's very good. And so, like they just start fighting demons.
Yeah.
And they're fighting demons and they're singing and the audience is watching and they're being moved back over to the Huntrix girl's side and their hearts are like starting to like glow kind of like this whitish blue. And you see Roomie's like demon patterns. They, instead of glowing like kind of like that purpley red, they start glowing in like this kind of rainbow prismatic color effect. And like all of the lighting starts turning like this rainbow color effect. And it's basically showing the creation, like the original Hanmoon they were aiming for was gold, but now they're kind of like making a new one that shines in like a bunch of different colors.
Yeah.
And it's so fucking cool to watch.
Yeah.
And so, in this fight, eventually the Saja boys are also trying to fight the girls. And they're like, your abs cannot defeat me. And all this other stuff. But then Gima, like, uses this big fucking just, like, wall of fire at the back of the stage. He's like, you can't do this. No, I won't let you. And he shoots this, like, line of fire at Roomie. And she's, like, trying to hold it back with her big sword. And she's like, oh, no, I can't hold it back. And then Jinu jumps between her and the fire. And they have just long enough before he dissolves into dust. And she's like, no, I wanted to save you. And he's like, it's okay. you gave me my soul back, and now I give it to you. And he turns into like the kind of blue prismatic light, and you see like his quote quote soul go into her sword and turn it into a bigger magic sword.
Pew, 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 pew.
And it's like, oh hell yeah! And so then all the girls, they combine their powers, and they basically just fucking like gather all the energy from the audience, and then they just fucking explode
Yeah.
with the magic idol lasers.
Yeah.
And it's fucking sick.
And so they make a new honeymoon, and everyone is happy. And also the bird and the tiger is still alive. The end.
The end. And you see like at the very end, you see like kind of a wide shot of the city, and you see like the new honeymoon, like the lines are kind of lined across it, and they're all kind of shining in a bunch of different colors. I will admit though, the first time I watched this movie, I was kind of confused because I was just looking at like the overhead of the arena, which is a small part of the screen, and over top of the arena, the honeymoon is only blue. And it's a little hard to see all the different colors if you're looking at the rest of the city, just because it's like it's glowing, but it's the city during daytime.
Right. Yes.
And so I was like, well, wait, they just made a blue one again. How did that fix anything? And then I saw someone on Twitter being like, no, they made a new one. It's like a bunch of different colors if you look at it. And I was like, oh, it's a little hard to see
It's
that.
a shiny one. It's the color of Roomie's demon stripes, which at the end of the movie she proudly wears because she's not ashamed of herself anymore.
And they look pretty cool, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, she's
they're
really
like
cool.
kind of, they're very pale, but you can still see them, and they are kind of, you know, like that. They kind of like rainbowy color. They look a little bit like scars, like they're kind of just like a little bit lighter than her skin tone, but they're also kind of tinted with the rainbow colors. And I'm like, it steals that from my original characters. Yes. Maybe later.
Yeah, hell yeah, let's go.
It's kind of cool looking.
You too, Star, can have a half demon, half human OC.
Listen, you act like I've never made one
Hell
before.
yeah. I feel like that is something that keeps all of us nerds entwined together, is even if we have not made our own half demon, half human OC, we know of someone who has.
The great binding of all tweens everywhere.
So true.
This is our honeymoon.
This is our honeymoon.
It's built up of all of the souls of the half demon OCs that we've all made in our childhoods.
Hell yeah. So
by their powers combined.
So we did actually have a lot of discussion on our Discord group. So those of you who are not in our Discord, look in the show notes. You will find a link to our Discord. Every month when we announce what we are going to talk about, you're welcome to come and talk as well. Because of that, there were a few questions that I figured we'll address now. So the first question from Wandering Dreamers. So Star, who would you stand in universe, Huntrix or the Saja boys? My answer is very clear.
Yeah, honestly, Huntrix, probably. Like, I've had friends try desperately to get me into K-pop boy bands. I'm sorry, y'all, I don't care.
I only listen to girl bands for K-pop too.
I like cool girls.
Yeah. It's the same.
Shake your hand.
I listened to K-pop girl groups. I had a big Blackpink era way back in the day. I mean, they're still doing stuff, but I'm old, guys. I'm old.
I just like girls.
Yeah. Yeah. Play the Jughead song.
My head.
Yep.
Yeah, for real.
All right, so next question from same person, Wandering Dreamer. What weapon would you use for demon hunting?
Okay, so my go-to in every game that will allow it, dual blades. Dual blades. I have one sword in each hand. I call it Death Blender mode.
Death Blender. I feel like I want a blunt object. I want a large blunt object. Like a hammer, or a baseball bat, or a mace, or a chair, a steel chair.
Oh. I feel like a steel chair would be unwieldy. But I could totally see you with like a big Monster Hunter level size hammer.
I would do it. I love.
And then you could say it's like kill them with hammers.
I love a blunt object.
I'm gonna stab you in the eye with a giant hammer.
And so now we're gonna continue on the questions because I told you, Star, we would talk about this. From Sam, one of the questions: what idol groups from past watchings are hunters or demons? So we have talked. We have talked about how in this movie it has been established that demons can teleport. And
so what you're saying is that Muse is demons.
Muse might be demons.
Okay, but is the teleportation the only... Okay, wait, no, because that would imply that in universe, Muse is our Saja Boy equivalent, which would mean, what the hell was the name of, like, the rival group from that season?
The Crabs.
It was, like, the Crabs, yeah. University of Texas Extreme, what the fuck was their name? That would imply that they were the hunters, and they are a trio.
They are a trio.
They are a trio of cute girls with kind of an edgy aesthetic, so, like... There I think the original Love Life is a story about the bad guys winning.
It might be. It really might be. And, I mean, the clear, obvious answer, too, as far as demons, clearly Heavens, like Udapri. I mean... Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Obviously. Yeah. Obviously Heavens.
So next follow-up question is, when are we going to read badly translated Mpreg of the Saja Boys?
Oh my god, I am sure it exists. Send those of you who are listening, send it in our Discord. Put it on spoiler just so anyone who is young in our Discord doesn't necessarily see the link, but we can.
I'm looking it up right now. I'm on AO3. Let's go. K-pop Demon Hunter. My god, 4,000 works already.
Ugh. Saja Boys. They're out there.
It's them boys.
And another question, what peak idol anime songs do you think will make the honeymoon go gold? So, idol anime songs.
Yes!
Hell yeah.
There's like, oh my god, there's so many!
Let's go.
There's like 10.
Let's go. See, the same as Heavens.
Wait, Sarah, this one's written in fucking Boston. We can do the same thing.
You're clipping out. I can't hear you.
I'm gonna read this.
Okay, I'm ready.
And I'm gonna put it through Google Translate.
I'm ready.
Because it's also written in Bahasa Indonesian, just like the last one we did.
What if it's the same author?
Yeah. Oh, is it? No way.
I hope it is.
It can't possibly be.
If it is, I will. If it is, I will drop everything for this human being.
No, they've only written a couple of K-pop Demon Hunter
They have yet to get into Udapri.
I'm just gonna translate the synopsis.
Okay.
And we'll see what that does. Abby should have known that.
Abby.
Okay, so unlike the last one, this one does go hard in the Omegaverse vocab.
Oh, I see.
We might have to cut this part out. Abby should have known that receiving a from an enigma, which I think is probably how they translated Mystery's name, maybe, was never as simple as it seemed. In the midst of their began. But after a long night of countless Abby found their changing, and one by one the 2-line pregnancy tests begin to change their lives. Okay, I think that's enough of that.
You can leave it in store, but bleep it.
That's in my Google search history now.
So clearly we have determined that being an idol means you can teleport. Or being a demon.
And get pregnant. How do I know if I become pregnant?
Are you a demon?
Am I pregante? Sarah, people are going to start putting this on their Idol Day episode bingo card. It's like, are we going to read badly translated Indonesian Mpreg fanfics live on our episode?
It's happened twice already in this year.
It's a pattern.
So, and another question from Sam is, what peak Idol anime songs do you all think would make the homemoon go gold? Snow Halation, clearly.
Yeah. Well, Snow Halation, it literally does.
It does.
It literally does.
Actually, Snow Halation.
Actually, Snow Halation.
Oh, and what was that song in AKB that made them go into like Idol Dream Space Heaven?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Oh, it's been 1,000 years since I've seen that show. But no, I know what you mean.
And it happens by like basically all the Udapri boys. So
yeah, they all get raptured at some
Magi, 1,000% love, clearly. Obviously. Yeah. I mean,
I think that's a satisfactory list.
Yes. And then this is not necessarily a question, but it is a discussion point, which I think we should get into. It is a tweet that said, I just saw someone on TikTok say that the reason the world didn't end in 2012 is because Psy turned the honeymoon gold with Gangnam Style. So we can just appreciate that.
Well, that may or may not be true, but
No.
whether or not it is, I still hold personal beef with the K-pop artist Psy because he stole the name of my first webcomic and it ruined my SEO.
Also, we do have to talk again. K-pop girl bands, we might not. It might not be Psy. It might be Girls' Generation. It might be G.
It could have
G, baby, baby,
baby, G, baby. Yeah, because like all the hunter groups we see are a trio of girls.
Yeah. I mean,
but
Girls' Generation's more.
In Girls'
but
Generation.
maybe only 3 of them are demon hunters and the rest don't know.
Oh my god, it's like a secret identity.
You gotta look up the Girls' Generation / K-pop demon hunters fic. I am sure there are fanfic of people putting in their favorite K-pop groups as demon hunters now.
Oh,
I would be
absolutely,
surprised
absolutely.
if not. Girls' Generation make you feel the beat and also destroy you.
Yes, with just like knives and hammers.
Yes. So, Star, I know that we said best girl, but best character overall, is it the tiger?
I think it's probably the tiger. Because like the thing is, there's part of me that's just like, ugh, you didn't need to be here. You added nothing to the show except a little bit of just silly comedy bits. Mm-hmm. But he is cute.
Look,
I do like the
that's
tiger.
how I feel about the chicken from Moana. It does nothing, but I love that chicken.
I love that fucking chicken.
Love that chicken.
But yeah, so like I do enjoy the stupid tiger just because I can call it a stupid tiger and it's not gonna care. It's a stupid tiger. That is who he is. Of like the humanoid characters, it's probably either Roomie or Mira.
Not Abaman?
No. Sorry, I don't care about boys. I like girls.
Yeah, I like Mira too. I think she's fun.
Roomie can slap me with my braid and I'd thank her.
I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed Chinu's character story. Maybe a lot because I liked at the end how he died. It's really a horrible thing to say, but I think that was a great time.
Wait, hold on. Now elaborate on the exact meaning of your words in that sentence. Do you like that he died or do you like the method by which he died?
I liked the fact that they committed to him not being in the epilogue. I like that. Cool. He might be in the sequel, but I like that the filmmakers are like, yeah, we're going to go hard on this. I'm like, hell yeah.
We're going to go hard on this because fuck your romance arc. This is about the girls.
This is about the girls, actually.
Mm-hmm.
But also, like, I enjoy a complicated character who understands that they have flaws and realize that they can do better. I think it's nice.
Yeah. We love a fucked up little guy with a sad backstory.
Yeah, let's go.
That he brought on himself.
He did, and he died. That's okay then. Yay!
Redeem yourself through death, Chinu.
Look, I've been reading so many Korean manhwas recently.
Tell me all about it.
There's just a lot of people who die and then they just come back, and I'm like, why didn't you commit? So I'm glad they committed.
Commit to the bit.
Commit.
Death.
Death be upon ye. Like the sword. So we have gotten silly here. But we
get silly always.
So those of you who are listening for the first time because you like K-pop demon hunters, you are in for a treat because our next episode is going to be one of our yearly traditions.
Yes.
It's summer. It's hot outside. School's out for summer. We're doing Live, Laugh, Love Live School. I guess it's not School Idol project. We're doing Live, Laugh, Love Live Superstar Season 3.
Yeah, because Season 3 is out now, and I didn't even realize it until Sarah told me like 2 days ago.
So we will watch
that's what we're
together.
Do for our next one.
We'll watch together. We'll listen and learn if there's more Yuri, if there's more sick gaming, if there's
more like Deus Ex Machina stupid leading up to plot, like dramatic plot twist for like 3 whole episodes and then just completely getting rid of it right at the end.
We'll see if some people do or do not go to a school overseas, presumably not.
Shrug. We'll find out next time on Idle Days,
so
the podcast.
If you are listening for the first time, as we have mentioned, this is Love Live Superstar Season 3. We have done a lot of Love Live episodes in the past. They are fun. Mm-hmm. If you couldn't tell from earlier when we were talking about the crabs. They are a fun and exciting time. If you want to listen to our Love Live episodes for the first time or re-listen, Star made a handy-dandy little playlist on our YouTube channel.
Yeah! I went and made a bunch of playlists for some of our like longer series. So if you're listening on YouTube, you can find those on our YouTube page. That is youtube.com/@idledayspod. Or theoretically, you're listening to it right now, which means that you can just find it on our channel in the playlist tab. By the way, big exciting news is that we finally hit 1,000 subs on YouTube. Let's freaking go! So thank you to everybody who's joined us for this little adventure. Unfortunately, we are not quite to the milestones you need to get because YouTube monetization has a couple of different things. Mm-hmm. Getting to 1,000 subscribers was the easier one. The other one is you have to have like 4,000 watch hours over the last, I think it's like 90 days or 6 months or something like that. So we're not quite there yet. We're about halfway there with listen hours. So if you enjoy the show and you want to re-listen, maybe consider re-listening on YouTube.
Yeehaw.
And then you don't have to deal with Spotify's nonsense.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw, help us grind up that number.
Remember,
and subscribe if you haven't already.
You can go back, and that is my suggestion. Go back, re-listen to our Love Live episodes, learn about the rapture and the crabs.
Yes. And listen to the sunshine episodes if you want long tangents about the edibility of sunfish.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. God, this is a silly show.
So this has been Idle Days.
We've been Lady.
See you next live. Bye.
Bye.